In this video presented by the Ventichic, we'll act as your guide, navigating you through the Rolex landscape and assisting you in discovering the timepiece that resonates with your uniqueness. We'll delve into the history, design, and functionality of the most sought-after models and explore how they could seamlessly integrate into your life. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, we encourage you to do so to stay updated on our upcoming videos. What are the timepieces to consider for your first Rolex? According to the watch community, the Submariner emerges as the ultimate choice for a debut Rolex. It offers unmatched versatility and reliability, making it a perfect companion for any occasion. Whether you're attending a formal dinner, engaging in sports activities, or tackling everyday tasks, the Submariner effortlessly fits the bill. Its timeless design and sturdy construction ensure you'll never feel underdressed or disappointed with your selection. While other models like the Datejust 41 with its fluted bezel and Jubilee bracelet retain their allure, they may not be the ideal everyday watch for everyone, especially considering current market trends. Therefore, when it comes to choosing your first Rolex, opting for the steel Submariner is a decision you're unlikely to regret. What Rolex should you add to your collection? We recommend considering something different, a dress watch, unless you're specifically aiming to expand your sports professional category. In that case, a GMT model could be an excellent choice, as they are highly sought after. Given your preference for steel models, options like the Batman, Batgirl, Pepsi, or even the new Sprite with either an Oyster or Jubilee bracelet could complement your collection nicely. Since you also appreciate pre-ceramic models, you might explore discontinued options like the No-Date Submariner or the 40mm references like the 14060, if you're aiming for a more vintage feel. The decision ultimately depends on whether you're seeking to diversify your collection or enhance your sports professional segment. Comparing the Datejust 41 with the Datejust 36, the Datejust 36 is less frequently discussed because it's not as in demand in the market. It's considered a unisex size and can be comfortably worn by both women and men. It's evolved into a watch that appeals to both genders, with men with smaller wrists opting for it as well. Depending on the dial color, it can be perceived as either a men's or a women's watch, with lighter dials often favored by women and darker dials by men. Despite being slightly overshadowed by the popularity of the Datejust 41, the Datejust 36 remains a solid choice and is competitively priced in the market. It continues to enjoy significant popularity among watch enthusiasts. Choosing between a Rolex Submariner and a Rolex Sea Dweller 43 can be a tough decision, especially if it's your first Rolex. If you prefer larger watches, the Sea Dweller 43 might be more suitable for you due to its size. However, if you're looking for something slightly smaller but still substantial, the 41mm Submariner could be a great option. It all depends on your personal preferences and what feels right for you. Regarding the Rolex GMT Coke, the lack of attention given to the Coke GMT is puzzling, especially considering its scarcity in the market. While older pre-ceramic Coke GMT models are admired by enthusiasts, their demand remains subdued. As for a potential new release, many have expressed their desire to see one, particularly during discussions preceding this year's Watches and Wonders event. However, until Rolex resolves manufacturing challenges related to the red color, the possibility of a new Coke GMT remains uncertain. Rumors have circulated about the possible discontinuation of the current Pepsi model due to these issues. Nevertheless, we anticipate that a new Coke GMT could be highly sought after and may even surpass the popularity of the Pepsi variant. The Rolex GMT Master 2 GNR and CHNR have distinct differences worth noting. The GNR refers to the steel and yellow gold model, featuring an 18-karat yellow gold and stainless steel Jubilee bracelet. This version exudes a classic and nostalgic vibe with its two-tone bezel, making it highly esteemed in the market. It's maintained stable pricing, with some slight increases recently. Conversely, the CHNR, commonly known as the root beer, is the rose gold version with an oyster bracelet. The choice between these models ultimately boils down to personal preference and the aesthetic you prefer. As for whether the new Daytona affects the price of the old Daytona, there might be a slight decrease initially. However, we're specifically referring to the day-date range, which remains one of Rolex's most coveted models. Many enthusiasts are aware of this, leading them to turn to the gray market when seeking a day-date, as they're notoriously difficult to obtain directly from Rolex without a substantial investment. When new models are released, they often enter the market with inflated prices, which eventually stabilize over time. While there may be a minor impact in the short term, we believe it will not significantly affect the overall desirability or availability of these models in the long run. Is the Rolex Paul Newman a good investment? Compared to the original Paul Newman, which features the iconic red chronograph hand, many enthusiasts find it to have a bit more character. While the newer version may appear more refined, the original Paul Newman holds a special place for many collectors. While we believe it has good long-term potential, we hesitate to label it as an investment in today's market. It's essential to buy and wear what you genuinely enjoy. If the value fluctuates slightly over time, it shouldn't detract from your enjoyment of the watch. Is Rolex becoming overly daring or adventurous? It seems like Rolex is becoming more adventurous with unconventional dial designs, such as puzzles and bubbles. Many watch brands are pushing boundaries and striving for uniqueness, as seen in collaborations like the one with Travis Scott and Audemars Piguet. Rolex has traditionally maintained a more conservative approach compared to some other brands like AP. However, innovation and variety can be refreshing, and if Rolex were to remain stagnant, critics might deem it dull or unprogressive. While not every combination may resonate with everyone, acquiring something distinctive and potentially valuable over time does hold its allure. One big Rolex or 3 Rolex watches. Whether it's one significant timepiece like a Patek Philippe, or a day-date, or 3 watches such as 2 Submariners and 1 GMT, the decision can be challenging. It depends on where you currently stand in your watch journey. If you're just starting, we suggest having more than one watch because beginners often crave variety and novelty, frequently seeking change. Therefore, having a selection of 3 watches could be more satisfying. However, if you're already well immersed in the world of watch collecting, having acquired several pieces over time, we recommend focusing on acquiring one significant watch. This could signify a step up in both quality and price, providing a sense of fulfillment and progression in your collection. It's all about scratching the itch and aiming for a higher level of horological excellence. Will the crypto market affect the watch market? With the cryptocurrency market on the rise, do you believe it will have a positive impact on watch prices in 2024? There is a belief that the watch market should not heavily rely on cryptocurrency. The cryptocurrency market operates in a distinct realm that does not necessarily closely align with some watch business operations. While it's possible that in the future, cryptocurrency may exert more influence on our industry, we perceive the recent fluctuations in the market as superficial. While cryptocurrency may have contributed to the recent surge in the watch market, it's also worth noting that it played a role in its subsequent decline. However, this impact remains minor in the grand scheme of things. In the end, the ideal Rolex for you is the one that captures your heart the most. Take the time to explore, test various models, and select a timepiece that'll bring you joy and admiration for years ahead. What are your thoughts on the topic we shared in this video? We would love to hear your answers and opinions in the comment section below. And that's a wrap. Thank you for joining us here at Ventichic. Don't forget to like and comment on this video, and make sure to subscribe to our channel so you never miss an update. See you in our next video.